Boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Carr. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Canes have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to keep it in the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Grove. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Powers through the defender.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
42 Spider.
They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They go to the ground. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off That's number 15 on the year. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll try the left side. Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Got it in the middle. It's Grohl. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Trying to get it to the marker. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carr. There he goes to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over UNLV. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt, needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And some room to work. Got the first down and more. Breaks away on the left. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down and score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
They want to run this quarterback. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, it wasn't a lack of effort by the quarterback there on that design run. He tried to stretch out and get the first, just couldn't quite make it.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He'll pull it down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A designed run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Glow. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches.
Get set, flip, flip.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 fourth-down attempts already. Can they change their luck? They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Carr. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the...
Turning it on! Past the 1st down marker and still running. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Gamecocks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that was was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And the Canes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Grover. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Running to Green. Breaks the tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Back to pass on second down. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. He's got it along the sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Max looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
That's caught. It's Carr. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. The Hurricanes have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got enough space. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Georgia Southern. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down.
Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it looking for the 1st down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. When these guys just score from anywhere out there, after that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Carr. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Carr. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Carr. Pass for 45. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Tight end getting vertical. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 9 over UNLV. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes him come to the hand. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
All right, 4th quarter. Trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
See a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Got a little space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Great job by the back on the option.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 35, he's open. Gets out of bounds quickly. Got to save that time. He picks up 13 on that one.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Makes the catch. It's Carr. He's out of bounds after picking up 8 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires left. He makes the catch. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Miami.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal. Oh, they block it! Scoop it up and going the other way. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Direct snap. He'll be brought down at the foul line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They strike first here in overtime.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Carr. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Trailing by a touchdown, 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
4th and goal, and this is the ball game. He wants to throw it.